saw July 4th, okay? Here they are celebrating the start of this game the exact same way. Explosive right out of the gate.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Compton. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
It certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to when you want to. That play call is working very well for them right now.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Come back, team. 19 right.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Come on. Hey.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Hey, we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers. But how about here? This is a quarterback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
To throw on 2nd down, Baker. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. And these defensive coaches, they sure like what they got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You called that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good...
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. 27 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early. And the ball is knocked out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And they put it on the ground here on the second drive. And, of course, Charles. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Back to throw. Baker. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Operating from the gun. Baker swinging this out for Pollard. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun. Baker. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Looking to throw. Baker. Pass to Tony Pollard out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Back to throw. Baker. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. The slot man in motion right. Baker looking to throw on second down. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down the 47-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
They'll run on first down. Compton. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Left wing 19.
On second down, Compton. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 58 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
19 tight. 19 tight. Check pass. Check pass.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Going to throw right side here, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st down, Compton. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 2nd and 12, Hurts. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
Right there, Hurts.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And he will find his man on the outside. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
Not quite enough to get into the end zone, but what a nice play there. He makes the catch, tries to turn upfield and get to the pylon, but doesn't quite get there. But they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal from very short range.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3. And he's in! Touchdown, Eagles! A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback.
And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number 1, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Throwing is Hurts. Flushed out right. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the 1st down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that 1st down pickup.
Hurts. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Second and goal from the 1.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Elliott good with a PAT. And a route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Here's Baker. Off play action. Flush. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Jordan Davis
never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Off play action. Baker. He finds his man complete. That's Cox. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Cox. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Buffalo 18. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Looking to throw. Baker. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 25 yards that time.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
They'll look to throw again. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. A final shot before break. Baker. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest, but now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Going up top.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a fourth pick of the ball game.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Baker now on third down. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. They'll try and throw for it here. Eluding the pressure right. And he gives himself up, but not before he gets the conversion. Now Baker throwing on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb.
And this is going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball...
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. Third and long.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's fourth down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be fourth and short.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
This is taken at about the 14.
Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards.
And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup.
Off the play fake, Baker. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Eagles are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA.
Bronco switch. Bronco switch. Now alert. Trap alert. Go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Compton. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line.
71 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
79 Broncos.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Complete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll look to set up his blockers. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
No question, that was needed by the defense because they're already trailing by a couple of scores. They had to get off the field without allowing another one. That sack on the first play, that may have derailed this drive.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They run the counter. Compton, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this, when I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Baker. That is caught by Lamb. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Baker. He finds his man, complete. That's Cox. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And my goodness, another interception. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. Right back to him on 1st down. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And they'll try and run for it with Gainwell. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Compton. Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Here's J.K. Scott now. He's been terrific so far. Season will continue at least 1 more week. Thanks for watching, and so long, everybody.